It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we have a Torp of Amstel Beer from the Netherlands. It fits in my Krups the Sub Compact or your Krups the Sub Classic, whatever one you've got. I'm going to show you how to load the Torp into the Krups. So here we go. So first of all, of course, crack open the packaging. You get a line. There you go. You get a line with each Torp. The reason why you get a line with each Torp is, of course, you don't want infection. You have to change the line with each Torp. It comes with each line. Once it locks into position, that's it. It kind of stays in there. So, grabbing hold of this Torp, you just grab hold of the neck part of it, stick it into position and push down. There we go. And then the next stage is, I always put my machine on for a little bit. You kind of learn over time to how to best use your machine. I always just switch it on for a bit until the light goes green. Open the door on the side, lift the tap, remembering to put the tap down I always forget, I always shut the door and not put the tap on. So here is the loading direction. So you've got a little nipple piece here that slides into the back of the machine. And then that pushes down into position. That clicks down. Remembering to put your tap on. And then close the door. Ooh! I'm just going to give it a moment. I'm just going to give it a moment because the light always goes red, but it hasn't gone red. I can hear the fan kicking in. Perhaps if we pull some beer through in this, I mean this is going to be recycled anyway. Good. Staying green. Well, that's a first. That is an absolute first. It's always a good thing to pull some beer through the line anyway. Reason being it makes for a much better pour. Right, okay, I'm going to go and get a glass and I'll be back in a moment. Oh, no I won't. It has gone red. It has gone red. So, I'm going to go away, wait for the red light to go green, probably 20 minutes, half an hour. And I'll be back. It's very important you wait for the light to go green because you want your beer to be perfect. You really do. Back in a moment. Okay, so that was the quickest time yet that I've waited for a light to go green on the Krups, the Sub Compact. One of the things I forgot to mention was I'm out here in the conservatory. It's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. It's freezing cold, really cold out here. So the Torps are, well, they're just lying around on the floor, look. I got a Go-To IPA, Cruiser Campo, a Brasserie Le Mont Blanc, Le Rousse. So, they kind of just slide into the beer machine and they're already freezing cold. So perfect. So, here we go then. The beer has been chilled down to between 3 and 4 degrees. Let's give it a pour. Some beers pour better than others. I've done everything in my power today to pour a perfectly good pint of beer. We've made sure the green light was on. We've pulled some beer through the line. I've got a nice glass. It's not the worst thing. I suppose if you were in the Czech Republic or Germany, or Belgium for that matter, then that would be fine, that head, because you're looking after your carbonation, you're saving your carbonation, and what it does, it gives a layer of CO2 that protects the beer from oxygen, from the air, because air and oxygen is no good for beer. It makes it go very flat very quickly and off flavours start to come in. So really speaking, that it's not too bad, I don't think. Good levels of carbonation, slow moving carbonation, 5% ABV, light straw coloured beer, 2-finger fluffy white head. Let's get the aroma. That smells alright. Quite hoppy actually for a lager. Quite like that. Nettily and spicy and peppery with a level of sweetness in there. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. It's the reason why these beer machines are popular. Every single beer I've had from these machines, apart from one, and even that was better. I didn't like the Newcastle Brown Ale, but every other beer has been like a level above what you would expect to get from a can or a bottle. This is proper keg beer. That you dispense at home. Super fresh, super lovely. It's just got another level of quality to it over something from a can or a bottle. Like a can of Amstel or a bottle of Amstel. This is far superior. Very drinkable, very refreshing. Look at the lacing. Look at that lacing on the glass, everybody. Nicely carbonated. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. Nettily, spicy, peppery. I could drink pint after pint of that. I've started quite early this morning. The reason being, it's Christmas Eve, and I want to stick all of these machines on today. I got about a pint or two left in the Phillips Perfect Draft, so I want to tap I got a Lauenbrau to go in there for Christmas. I've got, for my blade machine, I've got an 8 litre keg of Weiss beer, which we've already reviewed on the channel. I think it's called Weiss or something of that nature. I've saved that for Christmas. We'll have the Amstel. The Amstel's tapped now. The Amstel's tapped and ready to go. So, and I've got a keg to go on my pint 365, a barrel to go on my pint 365. So I'll have hand pulled beers. We got keg beers. Because the pubs are closed in 2020, the best thing you can do is make a decent pub at home. And that's exactly what we've tried to do. That is a beautiful beer on Christmas Eve. And I gotta be careful because I'd be tempted to carry on with this. Tempted to carry on. It's really quite decent. It's a really cold, crisp day out there. The lager's flowing. Let's rate it. I must say, I've not had too many Amstels in my time. I might have had a can or a bottle. It's never really kind of shone with me though. It's not a beer that I go, oh my goodness me, that's got to be in my fridge all of the time. But keg version from the Torp, it's a completely different animal. The reason being, I got to be quick with this. The reason being is that the brewers are required to produce the beer from their breweries, and it all gets filled at their breweries. So you got super fresh, and these kegs are selling like wildfire as well. So it's always fresh beer, and it's just great. It's just great because it's brewed at the brewery, it's kegged at the brewery, and then it's out to Beowulf, who then distributes it around Europe. Great stuff. Let's rate it. I have a shop, as some of you know, just over the way. I can literally carry Torps and kegs home. It's that close. I'd be tempted, if I had loads of visitors, I'd be tempted to go and get 4 little Torps of these Amstels round the shop. Stick them in the conservatory to cool down and let everybody enjoy a good drink. It's a really decent pint of lager, it really is. I like that. I really like that, enough to give it an 8 out of 10. Amstel on the Philips. No, it's not the Philips. It's the Krups the Subcompact. Krups the Subcompact. Amstel Torp, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.